Hello, folks. Brown here with the 7 Aspects of Life channel. Coming to you again with another video. The 7 aspects of life being us human beings have 7 areas of life that we need to take care of and make sure that they're running at least at the up the optimum level of efficiency. And the reason for that is because the 7 aspects are the vehicle that helps you to get to your destination when you're working on your purpose, your dreams, your goals every day. So making sure that all the 7 aspects are at least in good condition, because if they're not, then you kind of end up getting distractions, you kind of end up getting slowdowns, and sometimes even end up having you stop fulfilling your purpose every day and heading towards your destination. So that's what the 7 aspects are. It's your spiritual aspect, your soul aspect, your physical body aspect, your financial aspect, your social aspect, your renewal aspect, and duplication aspect. So the video today is about, I'm going to introduce the spiritual aspect of life. And like I said, I'm not a guru. I'm not I don't have, I'm just sharing because the reason why the 7 aspects exist is because when I was growing up, just a little brief explanation. I was growing up, I grew up a little clueless about a lot of things, and actually I didn't realize how much I didn't know. And I also realized that the worst thing that can happen, not the worst thing, but a situation can be made worse when you think you know and then you realize you don't. That hits harder than when you don't know and then you learn. But when you think you know and then you end up not knowing, you end up realizing that you don't know, that hits hard. So that's what happened to me, and that's what kick-started me starting to search and for information and knowledge, and to search knowledge, to understand it, and to apply it, because I didn't want to be clueless anymore. Because when you're clueless, you end up making mistakes that sometimes you don't even know you're making mistakes. Till today, I'm not saying I'm there yet. Till today, still learning new stuff. But I could say that I'm getting further and further away from being clueless. But there's still a whole lot to be done. I barely just got started. So I've been at it for many years, just listening to smart people, listening to people who are more intelligent, more wise than me, and just learning from them, in every aspect. So today I'm introducing the spiritual aspect. There's 7 of them, and the spiritual aspect is what I put first. Now, if you don't believe that there's a spiritual aspect to humanity, I believe that's an easy thing to prove right, because all you got I'm going to make a video in the future on how if you don't believe that there's a spiritual aspect to humanity, on how you can find out for sure. And that is, if you want to find out. Some people who they want to find out, but they're just not sure. They don't believe because they're not sure. So if you want to find out, I'll make a video in the future for that. So the spiritual aspect basically is you taking care of the spiritual area of your life. And every aspect, of course, has many subtitles, subsections, it's not just standing on by itself. So one of the subsections of the spiritual aspect is, of course, talking to your creator. I do mine every morning, talk to the creator every morning, discuss things, and even with talking to the creator, it's a two-way thing. So you talk to him, like I would talk to him and I would wait. I'd say something to him, and then I'd wait to either get an answer or get a response. And when I say an answer, it's just a thought that comes to you. You know, he'll put a thought in your mind. That's what out of my experience. I don't know about other people, but he'll put a thought in me. I might ask a question or say something, and then I'll wait to see if I'm going to get like a thought that comes to me. So that it's a two-way thing. I say something and wait to see if he can say something to me, and then at the end, most of the time, I'm getting better at it. Is I'll wait to see if he's going to say something when I'm done with all the talking with him, and then read the Holy Scriptures. Read the Holy Scriptures and meditate on what it is that I just read. And meditation, when I say meditate on the Holy Scriptures, I mean that you read something and you like reflect and see how you can apply whatever you read into your daily life, and kind of sometimes I'll put myself in that situation. If I read a passage about something, I'll put myself in that situation to see what would I have done if I was in the position of the people who are in that particular situation that the Holy Scriptures are talking about. Then I'll see that is there any points that I can draw from it that I can apply to today. Just digesting it, slicing it up, just like when you eat, your body separates the nutrients. Your stomach separates the nutrients from the food you just put into it, so it can appropriately distribute the nutrients that you just partook. So that's what I'll do. So that's the next. So prayer, and then studying the Holy Scriptures, and then so I'll listen to music that pertains to that focuses on the Creator. I'll listen to music because that also is a certain area that's the Holy Scriptures will hit. Talking to the Creator will hit, and listen to music that pertains to Him will hit different areas of your spirit. Your spirit, it's a body. Your spirit is a body, and like I said, I know a lot of people might not understand this area of spiritual aspect, but it's like I said, it's not that hard to find out if it's real or not. So you're feeding your spiritual body, because it's the one that actually is able to access the spiritual realm. So if you don't feed it, it becomes less sensitive to the spiritual realm. And the spiritual realm can be two-way. It can be on the dark side of the spiritual realm, or on the light side. So obviously I'm talking about the light side, not the dark side. But either way, if you feed your spiritual body, you become more sensitive to the spiritual realm. So that has to be fed, because we come from that realm onto the physical realm. That's where we originated from. So everything that pertains to us originates from there, and then the physical realm that we get to see. So you feed that. I might listen to somebody on the internet, or read a book that pertains also to my spiritual growth in a certain area maybe I'm struggling with. I might want to like get knowledge, understanding, and see if I can put that into daily activities, turning it into wisdom. That's what wisdom is. Wisdom is you gather information, and then you understand and comprehend what you're learning, and then when you put that into practice, then it turns to wisdom. It has to be put into practice. That's what turns knowledge and understanding into wisdom. So I might be struggling in some area in the spiritual aspect, and I might go searching for information that'll help me in that area to get better at it. And I might talk to somebody on the phone. We might have a discussion, maybe what they're going through, and how they solved it, or maybe they have a victory in a certain situation. All this pertaining to the spiritual aspect. Or I might have a victory in a certain area, and I might I share it with them so I can encourage them to keep going. So that's really what basically. There's so many other things you can I could walk in a beautiful environment, like a nice park or the beach or the mountains or trail. Just being in nature, can also help your spirit, while you're just maybe by yourself or with others, mostly by yourself, so that way you can use that to help your spiritual aspect grow. So this channel is really, I'm trying to focus on how you work on yourself so you can be a better you, so that when you go out there to engage with the world, you're presenting an easier, better, more intelligent, more wise, more smarter person for them to deal with, and that makes it a whole lot better for them, a whole lot better. You become more productive, you become more easy to work with, so that's what it does for me. That's my experience. And then on the weekends, I'll go to they call it a corporate environment, where I'll meet with other people who believe the things that I believe in, the way I believe in spiritual aspect, and then we'll do it together. It's just like going to a football game, but only a whole lot better. You've been, say for example, you've been watching and following your favorite team like all week, all month, in a certain sporting category. Could be basketball, soccer, whatever it is that you'll be following. You follow your team throughout, and then can you imagine towards at the end of a certain season, you actually go and watch them play. You can imagine the how exciting that would be if you've been like following them throughout online, or radio, whatever it is that you might use to follow them throughout the season with. So this is kind of similar to that, only a whole lot better. So corporate, pretty much going on spiritual experience, where it's also similar to like when say like you've been talking to your mom, is you're not in the same, you don't live with your mom in the same house or same city or same state or same country, but you talk to her on a regular basis, and then eventually when it comes to like Thanksgiving or a certain time when it's holiday time, you get to see her. So it's like talking to her face to face, and talking to her on the phone are two different experiences. So you're still having communication with them, but when you talk, and I don't actually not even talking to them face to face, talking to her with your other siblings around you, like everybody's around her now. So you've been talking to her on a one-on-one basis throughout maybe a certain period of time, and then you end up like going to a Christmas like party, family Christmas gathering, and you're there with your siblings and everybody else, and it's a little bit different. It's a different energy than when it's just you and her over a phone. So that's what I would compare that to, like when you go to at the end of the week, when you go to a corporate and more than one person who gathered in a place, so like church, where you go and you just do everything you've been doing throughout the week on your own with a bunch of other people. You can imagine the energy that's usually there when you go to a stadium, when people are excited about their teams. So that's the same energy you get when you go to a corporate like a church. So that could be part of your spiritual growth. So there's many other things. I'm probably left some other things, but those are like, I would say, like the basics. And obviously as I keep going with these videos, I'm going to get into more details, maybe pick one sub topic and make a whole video on just a subtopic. Like for example, I'll make a topic a video about just prayer by itself. Like you have many subtopics on the aspect of the spiritual aspect, and it's divided into all these other things. So in the future, I'm going to make a video on each individual one of them. And like I said, this is me. I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything, but because of of constant reading and studying and trying to understand, like just being what's the word I'm looking for, craving to understand, you know, how life works, and craving for knowledge, craving for understanding, craving to have wisdom, and wisdom, what does wisdom mean? Wisdom, I know I'm talking too fast. Wisdom is knowing the right thing to do at the right time, with the right person, or for the right person. That's what wisdom is, you know. And you have to have knowledge and understanding for you to be able to do it, you know, to do that, you know. So with that, I would say that's what you really need to do, the things you really need to do, and many others. If you can find other things, you know, let me know, that you need to do to keep the spiritual aspect of your life at a tip-top working condition. So that way the distractions are not coming from that. You're not being distracted because maybe there's something you're not doing. Your spiritual aspect is suffering because you're not feeding it. And because when that brings distraction, it's a domino effect. It affects all the other six aspects. And when all the other six aspects are affected, then you end up affecting your daily performance of fulfilling your purpose, or chasing your dreams, or trying to accomplish your goals, and that could slow you down if you're not feeding your spiritual aspect the way you should, or it could stop you completely. So, you know, like I said, it's just an introduction, and hopefully, you know, there are many others. If I remember many others, I'll definitely make another video if it comes to mind. And with that, I will end this video, and I will see you on the next one. So keep on keeping on, and keep feeding your 7 aspects as you pursue your purpose, and as you work on achieving your goals and chasing your dreams. All right, see you on the next one. Bye.